you. So, a club uses the Free Toast host site for our agendas. It is a great way to keep meetings on track. But how do we navigate the agenda? Aakeem will be speaking for 18 minutes from the Visionary Communication Path, Level 1 Evaluation Feedback, speech number 1. Please welcome Aakeem Bennett with his speech entitled Navigating the Agenda. Aakeem, the virtual lectern is
Thank you,
yours.
Jim. Thank you, Jim. I will clarify 8 to 10 minutes, not 18. I don't got it in me today. So, welcome
Yeah.
everybody. We decided to take this meeting and use it as an opportunity to help get folks acquainted with Free Toast Toast. So, what is Free Toast Toast? Not only do we have a guest today, but we have some newer members that just might not know really what I'm saying when I say Free Toast Toast. It is the club website. In order to get to it, you go to worldofdifference.toastmastersclubs.com. That is our club website, how you find us. When you go Google us, you find all kinds of stuff. But this here, this is us. This is what the internet is going to see. Okay, now what do I do when I get here? There's a whole bunch of stuff on here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Don't worry, do not fret. All of us go through this type of process of trying to learn how to navigate the site. And when you get into our club, we will assign you a mentor that can help you with some of those challenges you might meet. So when you come to the web page, this is what everyone sees. I logged off so that we can all see exactly what you'll see when you go there. You go to the front page. Oh, we got a nice little flyer up there, waiting to replace these "You Are Here" with our next member. You can see yourself up there with our beautiful group. We have a little bit of information, the Zoom details, a link to our YouTube page, Facebook, all that good jazz on there. Again, this is for everyone that comes here. But it is special for you that are members because all of our information is housed right here on this website. Today, I want to focus on the agenda. How do we use the agenda? First things first, you have to log in. Turns out that if you don't log in, you don't really have access to stuff. So I will go ahead, click that login button. It'll refresh the page. And now I'm logged in. You get the member access right there. You see my name. Boom, I'm logged in. Yay. And I see we got some people ain't logged in a little while. That's fine. After today, I expect to see that change. When you log in, it switches on the top side. It goes from menu to members only. That's how you know you're logged in. There's a plethora of items that are over there that I implore you to go check out. You want to know a little bit about our Toastmaster of the Day rotation? Click on that. We have a web page that'll be updated with our new schedule when that's available. You want to know about some of the items that we have that we've provided. Well, those Zoom backgrounds that you saw Francine playing with earlier, you don't have them on your computer? That's fine. You can go here and download them. Or maybe you want to understand how to do a roll. Come right over here. There's a script, a log for almost every single role. Because remember what I said earlier, here in our club, we're not looking for you to be perfect. We're trying to help you reach that area. But we're going to focus on the meeting agendas because that's the fun stuff, right? I just created this agenda for next week. It will be deleted, so please do not worry about the roles that you see in there. For right now, those don't matter. So don't freak out. I just randomly assigned people to some stuff for our purposes today. Our VPE is Karen Vanderlyn. Does everyone know who Karen is? Yeah, you know who Karen is? You all met her, right? She works really hard to put together a schedule for us and make sure that when we come to the meeting, we are as prepared as we can be so that we can take full advantage of this 1 hour to improve ourselves. So when she goes and she loads up the agenda, once you click on that meeting agenda tab, it's going to take you to today's date. But if you press that drop down, you can go to any future date and see that agenda. So right now, we're on March 4th, but I'm going to go to the March 11th agenda. Let's see what fake Karen, that's what we'll call me. What did fake Karen sign you up for last minute? for next week. We go to our 311 agenda. Okay. Oh, Aakeem that got put in at Toastmaster of the Day. Definitely going to have to change that a little bit. The role of odd counter is open. Grammarian is open. We have Alicia in as our minute messenger. Jim Book is in as our evaluator. We have Karen V. She at least gave fake Karen, gave real Karen a speech. So I don't feel as bad about it, right? So this is what our agenda looks like. Are you sure you don't have a role next week? Who knows? But if you go to the agenda, you can know and you can be prepared. First things first, as Toastmaster of the day, I have the ability to come up with a theme, something that our members can take and build upon that. You heard today that Marty chose our theme as March 4th. Why? It's a cool play on words, and Marty's a cool cat. But at the same time, it's something that she wanted to bring to the club. This is your opportunity, if you are a Toastmaster, to involve the club in something that you want them to know. Gives you a lot of freedom. When you come down here to the bottom, where it says meeting notes, you're Toastmaster. What is your theme going to be? My theme is going to be why jam is better than jelly. And we can have this argument all day long. Jam is better than jelly. Why? Because it has the actual fruit in it. Come on, it's not just made from juice. Okay, that's a speech for another day. Point of the matter is, once you decide what your theme is, you come right on down here to the bottom of the screen where it says meeting notes, put in your theme or whatever it might be, hit save, and look, it pops up with your name and what the theme is going to be. You heard earlier that our word of the day was put into our agenda for this week. We're going to go back to the March 4th agenda, scroll on down, and let's see. Oh, Marty put in her theme right at the bottom of the agenda in the meeting notes. Everyone can see it. Alicia put in her word of the day right in the meeting notes. Everyone can see it. That's what we want to use those meeting notes for. It gives us the ability to communicate with one another. So if you're on the agenda, look down there and see what's going on. So that way you can be prepared on the abstract things that are happening in the meeting. So let's go back to our 311 agenda. I look at this agenda and I say, okay, I'm going to be Toastmaster of the day. See that button that says confirm? That lets everyone know that not only have you seen yourself on the agenda, when I click that button, I confirm that I know I'm on the agenda and I'm going to be there, prepared to do my role. Yes, that is very important because we want to what? Take advantage of the fact that we have 1 hour to make ourselves the best version of ourselves that we can. If you know you're going to be there, click on that button and confirm it. What if you clicked it on accident? That's fine. You see this little X that's right here beside my name? Well, if I click that X, I wonder what happens. You get it? Yep, you did. You click that X if you know that you're not going to be at a meeting. Take yourself off of that role. Now it's available for someone else to sign up for it. Well, let's say you go to the agenda and it's available and you want to try it. You want to take it on. Tina is one of our newest members, and she said, you know what? I'm ready for the challenge. All she has to do is click sign up. Hey, there's that cute guy again. Puts your picture right there. It signs you right back into the role. These are small steps, but what it does is it allows everyone else in the club to plan. Part of Toastmasters is not just coming and giving speeches, it's becoming a better leader. You cannot lead a team. You cannot lead a meeting if you do not know what is going on. These are simple things that we can do to make sure that we communicate with one another, whether we're going to be at the meeting, what are we willing to do? And this is probably one of my most fun features. If you know you're not going to be at a meeting, at the very top of the agenda, let's see, I'm going to play around with this annotate and we're going to see what happens. Can you see the red dot on your screen? Oh, beautiful. At the top of this agenda, it has this wonderful question. In fact, can someone tell me what that says? And you just unmute yourself. Read it for me. What does that say?
Are you planning to attend this meeting?
Perfect. I had two people read it in unison, so I know that it's on there in a language that you all can read. That's what we just confirmed. So let's say I'm not certain, then put uncertain. So that way, when we look at the agenda, we can say, "Ooh, Jim might not be here today. As Toastmaster, let me be prepared in case he's not able to show up." Or I say, "Guys, yeah, work is kind of crazy. So I'm going to select no." It literally will remove you from any roles that you have that day. So when I say, "No, I'm not going to be there," it removes me from the agenda. Use this so that way things happen, life happens. If you are scheduled for a role and you won't be there, life happens. We can't always make the meeting. Click on that so that it removes you. And then what does it do? It allows someone else the ability to step up and sign up into that role. It also lets your VPE know that they need to do a little bit more work to help find a replacement. These are small things that we can do and utilize on our agenda to help us be more efficient, to help us help each other. The last two things that I want to touch on is as a speaker, you have the ability to input all of your information into your agenda. I'm actually going to backtrack and go to last week's agenda. Well, last week's agenda for us is today. Before the exercise, last week's agenda, March 4th. When we scroll down to the speech portion, here we are. I have my speech in there. I've selected the path and the project that I'm working on. This allows your evaluator to be able to pull the information they need in order to tell you how you can improve and talk about the things that you've done well. I'm able to put my title in there, and I'm able to put my introduction in there. These are all the things that your evaluator needs in order to introduce you to the club. But at the same time, this is historical data so that when we have a question of, did Aakeem do this speech? We can go pull a report and find it right on the agenda. And last but not least, the thing that I really want all of you to work on, if you're Toastmaster of the day, send out an email about the agenda with the agenda attached. Right here is this beautiful little envelope button. And if you don't know what that does, I'll tell you what it does. It sends it emails out the agenda to everybody. Use that button because it automatically attaches a copy of the agenda. Make sure that the email is sent to all club members. There's a lot of options. All club members so that they know what's going on. This helps keep the club informed of what roles are coming up at the next meeting, and it's also preset to send them a copy of the Zoom link. Friends, navigating Free Toast Host can seem daunting at times. And yes, there's a lot of information. We only cracked the surface today. But what I can promise you is that this is a tool that is made to help our club be successful. Learn to use it, ask questions, become efficient with it. So that way, the next time someone has a question about the agenda or you're not sure what's going on, you know how to log in, come to this page, and be successful and help our club continue to help you make a world of difference. Madam Toastmaster.
Just to explain, the role of a general evaluator is to observe the entire meeting and provide feedback on how well the meeting was organized, how smoothly it flowed, and how members perform their roles. The first person to go into their role is the evaluator. In this case, it's Jim Book evaluating Aakeem's speech. Jim?
Thank you, Kathy. So I have to say that Akeem's speech was very efficacious, and I'm going to explain the things that I liked and some improvements. First of all, I liked how you explained what free toast was, especially for those people who don't know what it was. And then you explained how to navigate, how to get there. Then I also liked your humor throughout your speech. Karen, I didn't know there were two of you with a fake Karen. Then I liked Cool Cat. I loved your theme of jam versus jelly. Then I liked how you navigated through the website, telling us how to say we're not coming to a meeting, taking us off the roll, and so on. And I like your word usage, such as daunting, plethora. That's my favorite Toastmaster word of the day. And challenging us with the words implore you. Now, what can you do to make this speech better? This is the evaluation and feedback portion where he's going to give the speech again using the feedback he received today. I would like to see how you enter speech information. You touched on it, but it would help people know, gee, I'm giving my icebreaker in the motivational strategies path. How do I navigate to that particular place to be able to put that speech information? Next, I liked how you, through in the latter part of your speech, you use the annotate feature. I would like to see you use that at the beginning to help us understand where things are. And this is a really needy kind of thing. Grammarian, I don't think that's a word, but maybe it is. Be logged off. It's really minor, but it would give. Gee, I'm going to edit that suggestion. Don't be at the website to start with. Start with, a blank browser screen. That way we can see what is entered. But all in all, you did a great job on showing us how to navigate the website and to enhance our future agendas to know who's really there. I really appreciated the speech, and I believe new members will appreciate the speech too. Back to you, General Evaluator Kathy.